What it do is dope. Back with another episode of putting shit together. Man, this one we on P. Diddy, man. P. Diddy trial. Y'all know that can't nobody fucking avoid seeing the P. Diddy trial, okay? Everybody covering the Diddy trial. Everybody saying this and that. And, oh, poor Cassie. Cassie who told niggas to pee right in her mouth. Okay. We ain't even gonna touch too much on that right now. Cause I'm on some other shit. I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud. Cause I see don't nobody really want to touch on it, but when is y'all gonna start acknowledging that P. Diddy is gay? Why is everybody skipping over that part? P. Diddy is gay. And it's only been further confirmed. Now, that's my opinion just because I'm trying to escape the lawsuits or whatever. I don't know if that can be qualified as defamation, but a credible witness in the trial, which is that, I can't even think, what's his name, Odie or something like that, last name Odie, whatever the sex worker is, the one that busted into the Trump Towers and got in that little shootout with the police. Y'all remember back when that first happened, that was at least a couple years before this trial ended up coming about. But he told the police during his questioning that P. Diddy was gay. He said P. Diddy, Rick Ross, and DJ Khaled. Now at the time, a lot of people saw that interview too when it happened. But people tried to dismiss it as this dude being crazy. Because of course he looked a little bit crazy because he was busted into the Trump Towers and he did a whole bunch of other shit. Like he pulled the flag down, draped it over the desk, and he ended up busting some shots at the police and shit when they was coming to apprehend him. So he did kind of look crazy, admittedly. But P. Diddy looked a lot gay all throughout the duration of his career. So it really was a balance out type of thing. I mean, the real ones of us kind of would have took dude more seriously than to doubt him when he made those allegations. He also said back then that he had been hired by P. Diddy and Cassie to have sexual relations with Cassie and yada yada, all this shit that ends up coming out when he's on the witness stand. So now that we can see that he true indeed was hired by Diddy and did have sexual relations with Cassie, and I believe he also said that he got herpes from Cassie. Yeah, I don't know if he said Cassie and P. Diddy or just Cassie, but I'm going to try to play this video for y'all anyway.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? Mm-hmm. They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, yeah. And P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay? Right. I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But they did Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that, which was the video recording, and I did so. They gave it back to me accidentally, and it's possible, I threw everything out, it's possible I can produce a copy.
But yeah, so why are we taking some of his word is gold, and then just breezing over the rest of it. Like, this is P. Diddy. This is Shiny Shirt Man. You know what I'm saying? This is Glossy Lip Man, who was dancing all in the video with Mace and shit. You know what I'm saying? Who people allege had sexual relations with Carl Winslow and a host of other niggas. They also said that he was having sexual relations with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, that kind of seemed a little bit far-fetched because, you know, Biggie's kind of a bully, or he had the street cred of being kind of a bully on the block. Kind of like a Benny Siegel type. You know what I'm saying? Even before Benny Siegel. So it was like, damn, just to imagine him getting essayed by Diddy, it was kind of crazy. But, I mean, stranger things have happened. But then, if you know that he would have sexual relations with Carl Winslow, then it kind of seemed like big dudes might be his type. Now, these other two characters who Odie named, Rick Ross and DJ Khaled, are also overweight men. So I don't know if he knows that they all had sexual relations together, but he did adamantly say those three dudes was gay. Now, we ain't gonna take the man at his word. When we listening to him, when he's seconding what Cassie said, niggas want to take his word as gold. But when he's just saying P. Diddy is gay, y'all don't want to hear him though. Y'all don't want to hear that. But we do know that it was alleged that P. Diddy was having sex with Usher. We'll roll that video of P. Diddy even talking about this shit his damn self. He let some shit slip out of his mouth. Roll the video.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, I mean, damn, pause, but like, just I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And I'm
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid.
So yeah, you see, you hear it, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, he done had relations with Usher. Usher said he would never send his sons to do nothing with P. Diddy. So why is that? P. Diddy's your buddy and he did so much for your career. Why is you so apprehensive about sending your sons to P. Diddy? Just like you were sent to P. Diddy as a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? He must know something. Must be some validity to these allegations. So Usher got fed to him. We know Justin Bieber got fed to him. And P. Diddy is a regular on the Ellen DeGeneres show, bro. All these is red flags, bro. All these is red flags. On top of the fact that we know, I mean, and I'm not no savior for Cassie because I believe the chick is complicit. But we know how he dogged out Cassie. Like when you got men like this that could treat a woman that bad, 9 times out of 10 these is gay men. If they can treat women that poorly, bro, they obviously don't have love for women. This nigga, you will never see, well, I guess he done did some shit to some men too, but that's really besides the point, because men, the way we interact with each other is different than the way men should interact with women. If you got a man that's treating a woman like a man, he probably likes men. He don't give a fuck about no women. You know what I'm saying? All these shits we hear about Diddy is red flags. And it's a shame on you niggas who been hearing this shit for years and been trying to block it out of your sight and your ear and in your vision, man. Y'all seen this shit. Y'all should know better. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these women is like Cassie's. Y'all would still go to a daggone Usher concert and let this nigga feed you a cherry or something and be falling all out about Usher like y'all don't know this nigga is gay. This man is a homosexual, in my opinion. And I feel like anybody with two eyes should be able to make that same type of assessment. So why you would be piling up at his concerts trying to imagine that this is a straight man that you could somehow be with in some regards, like, man, y'all the reason why this fucking rules has been perpetuated for so long. It was so crazy because I was just telling a chick probably a few months ago, because Usher had that daggone residency in Vegas. And I know a chick that went out there to watch him out in Vegas. And I was like, yeah, that nigga's talented, but man, he's so sweet. You know what I'm saying? And the chick kind of chuckled it off. Like, I could tell she didn't want to believe it. Like, come on, dog. We too grown to be letting this nigga still pull the wool over our eyes and shit. When I was in high school and nigga Usher was a youngin' or whatever, I didn't want to believe that shit. You know, the allegations really wasn't out yet. You just had to kind of watch what he was doing with your own too. But I was a young nigga, so I really wasn't, you know, I just assumed he was a straight man singing to the ladies. He was a ladies' man. But it didn't take long before I realized how many games they be playing, bro. How many fucking sheets they be pulling over niggas' eyes, man. It didn't take me too long before I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? But I never wanted to be in denial. Once I saw, I couldn't unsee it. Once I heard it, I couldn't unhear it. Just like shit, your favorite, man, it's gonna be some more shit disclosed, like Jay-Z and them. But for right now, we got a witness, a first-hand witness telling you P. Diddy, Rick Ross, and DJ Khaled. And these are some gatekeeper type niggas, of course, alongside P. Diddy being a huge gatekeeper, DJ Khaled one as well. But Rick Ross just kind of a, whatever nigga. But, I mean, these is big name niggas, dog. So, I'm just telling y'all, man, when y'all hear something, man, and you see it with your eyes, don't be living in denial, man. That ain't doing nobody no good. And just to touch on the Cassie situation, it's like Cassie should know better. If your man is doing this type of freaky shit, and I'm sure she's seen P. Diddy do some of this shit, just like the sex worker that they hired is telling us that this man's gay, so I know Cassie know. So how did you think you was in an exclusive relationship with a gay nigga? How did you think you was gonna be somehow married and treated like a queen by a gay nigga? Like, sis, you was in it for the bread. We not dumb. And he didn't groom you. They want to say he groomed her. Like, come on, bruh. Like, I mean, I guess you could be, but shit, J-Lo ended up jumping up out of that shit. Not to say that J-Lo ain't complicit to some other shit, but J-Lo got away from this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you can too. It's just you didn't want to, bro. You wanted the career, you wanted the stardom, you wanted that $30 million you ended up getting out of these settlements. You know what I'm saying? So we can't cry too hard for this chick, dog. She knew what she was doing. I'ma still stand by that. She might have been young, but at 19 or whatever, you should know better. We don't know all things at 19, but you should have known better than to be fucking with an old nigga. If he was that much older than you at 19, you shouldn't even been fucking with him, dog. You should have known at least that. You didn't have to know all the inner workings of if he was a homosexual man, or if he was an abuser, or he was play mental games on you and trick you into doing something you should have just stayed away. That's why they say don't fuck with old niggas when you young and naive. You don't need to be fucking with no old. And that's the same for men with old chicks. Man, they got a few steps ahead of you. So ain't no need in you jumping in that deep water when you really don't know how to tread water. You know what I'm saying? But I firmly believe Cassie co-signed. She signed up for that. Of course, ain't nobody really trying to get beat on. But, I mean, what did you think you was going to pay? What did you think the price was that you was going to pay for wanting to get millions and billions out of somebody and you have no talent? Like, come on now. I seen chicks with much more talent take abuse. So what make you think you so different that you have no talent and is not gonna pay a heavy penalty for getting these M's and this fame and this stardom? Like, chick, you can't sing. You know what I'm saying? We know Mary J. Blige done went through some shit. You know what I'm saying? We done seen Lauryn Hill ran through the meat grinder. But you, who can't sing, rap, or write songs, feel like you wasn't finna have to do shit and you was just gonna ride around in a Bentley? Like, bitch, you should have known better. You should have been ready to bust it open at any given moment, which is what it seemed like you was willing to do. Because while people saying he forced you to do all this freaky shit, you heard right out of her mouth that she looked forward to the freak-offs. And if you think it was just because I get to spend time around Diddy in the freak-offs, y'all out y'all mind, man. Don't be a fool twice in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. But man, if y'all think I'm on point with it, man, lay hands in the comments. If you think I'm off, if I'm off the mark with it, lay hands in the comments, man. I'm always up to hear what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? And it's always a pleasure to have y'all tune in. It's peace and love, love and light, wisdom and insight as always. DOA, niggas. We're putting it together. To the next episode, 100.